It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
Championship semifinals from the Clopton tournament. Good evening, everybody. This is the nightcap of two here at Clopton. TribCast will have the Van Far Indians and the Elsberry Indians going at it with the right to meet Monroe City for the tournament championship. The Panthers defeated Winfield 60-30 in the game prior to this one to earn that trip to the title game. I got somebody new in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth tonight. Jason Orr is with us. The first time I've had a chance to visit with Jason, and so welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. Good to be up here in the new gym. Been covering games over at the old gym, so this is a little bit more nicer, better court.
It's very comfortable over there as far as cozy, I guess.
Yeah.
But cozy is over there for sure. We played over there in the 70s, man. You know, so it's
I bet it wasn't as bad back then than it is now.
No, I mean, we had nothing to compare it to like this.
I hear you.
So anyway, we are going to have some fun tonight, and we are glad that you are with us here. We'll take a break. Be back with more in a minute on the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative, online at quiver.com.
Well, if you're planning to come out at this late hour, you might want to forget it, because the parking lot's full out there. I mean, it is jam-packed. A lot of folks over at the old gym tonight, Jason, watching Clopton play. They were ahead of Silex big when I come in at halftime. So I would think maybe Clopton was pulling that one out, but we don't know for sure. We'll get a final on that hopefully sometime as we go along here. Want to congratulate, I've never had a chance to actually congratulate someone on the Van Far side of things for their state championship last year. My gosh, what a run that was.
It was a terrific run. It seemed every game all the way from districts up. I mean, there was many times in many games that Van Far was down, but that's why they called them the comeback team the entire time, and not to sleep on Van Far. And you could tell it was a big fourth quarter team, the Van Far Indians, as in most game situations, like the Milan game, went to overtime off a comeback in the fourth quarter, and the state championship game, come back in the final 2 minutes to go into overtime and win by 1 off a final point from Trey Miller. It was just a terrific team, terrific run last year.
And I see that Coach Conaway, you know, his hair is still black. I mean, not too many gray hairs or nothing through all that.
No, and it's very surprising, you know, games like that.
Yeah, you bet. This year, how's the team doing?
Team's doing all right this year. They're 6-3 right now. They're the 3rd seed in the Clopton tournament this year. And they did lose quite a bit of players this year due to the majority of the starting 5 was graduated last year.
Yeah.
But they have put in a new system of play, I like to say. They put in basically the whole team most of this game. They do something with, I consider, line changes, where it seems they have 5 new players every 4 or 5 minutes coming in, keeping everybody fresh, making sure everyone's loose, and if someone needs to go into the game, stay out of foul trouble. it just keeps a nice flow throughout the game for the Indians.
So a nice deep bench for Coach
Yes.
Conaway.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that always helps. Let's take a quick break. Jason will be back. We'll have a look at our starting lineups next on TribCast.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
Too many Indians in the house tonight, not enough Chiefs maybe, huh? Maybe a Van Far and Elsberry. Time to check our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all the services at pikecountyhealth.org. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities.
All right, and the starting lineups tonight. First start for the Van Far Indians. Number 4, junior at 6'3", Colin Wilburn. Number 10, brother of Colin Wilburn, 6'2", senior, Caden Wilburn. Then we have number 20, 6'5", senior, Verlin Johnson. Number 22, junior, 5'9", Sam Middleton. And number 34, 6'2", senior, Trey Miller. Once again, it is Wilburn, Johnson, Middleton, and Miller. Now over on the Elsberry side for tonight, the starting lineup would be number 10, senior at 5'8", Hunter Grills. Number 12, senior at 6'3", Derek Taylor. Number 24, junior at 5'11", Jake Reimel. Number 44, senior at 6'6", Garrick Hill. And number 54, senior at 6'6", Trevor Anthony. Once again for the Elsberry side, number 10, Hunter Grills. Number 12, Derek Taylor. Number 24, Jake Reimel. Number 44, Garrick Hill. And number 54, Trevor Anthony.
Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice. Stay tuned. Elsberry, Van Far, coming up next from the Clopton Tournament on TribCast.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. High school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Sidney Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Bank, by Young Enterprises Incorporated, the Law Office of Briscoe and Branning, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, B&B Automotive, Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, Cellular and Satellite Center, by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana, by County Markets of Vandalia in Louisiana, Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company, by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. Now, coverage of high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper, celebrating 10 years of high school sports. This is TribCast.
Time for the opening tip, brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company, and the tip is controlled by Elsberry. We are underway in this championship semifinal. Glad to have you guys with us. There's a turnover right off the bat as Elsberry throws it away, and we'll get a chance to see what Van Far can do with putting points on the board first. Jason knows this team well, so we'll get plenty of insight as we go along here. This is one of the Wilburn boys. He gives her up, and here's a little shot in the lane that rolls around and out. That was put up by the Indians. Meantime, here's a dunk on the other end by Trevor Anthony. He got behind the defense, and the big boy knew what to do with it, didn't he?
Most Definitely. Starting to dunk off for the Elsberry side is very good in the confidence.
Sam Middleton now for Van Far over to Caden Wilburn on the wing. Out beyond 3. Dribbles around and gets it off to Trey Miller. Drives left baseline. Shot rejected down low by Anthony, and Anthony's feeling it right now. He dunks one and then blocks one out of bounds for Elsberry. Van Far will throw it in with Johnson. They get it into Trey Miller. He's in the middle of the lane, can't shoot. Gets it off. Wilburn wants the shot. That's Collin. No good. Johnson with the rebound. He rolls it in. So Verlin Johnson ties it up for Van Far. We're at 2-2. Now a steal by Wilburn. He'll drive in, lay it up. No good, but he draws the foul. And Caden Wilburn will be at the free throw line for Van Far. The foul called on Derek Taylor of Elsberry, and Coach Chad Twellman wants an explanation right off the bat here. And the official is obliging him on the sideline. Caden leaves the first free throw just a little short, and the score remains 2-2. 6:53 to go here in the opening period. The 6'2 senior eyes the bucket, puts this one up, and it is good. It's a perfect free throw. 3-2, Van Far on top. Into front court with it, Derek Taylor for the Elsberry Indians. Here's a long 3 from the corner. Jake Reimel. That'll put Elsberry up 5-3. Now a steal. Back the other way. Here comes the shot, no good. High for the rebound is Anthony. He gets it back and gets it off to Hill. Garrick Hill and Trevor Anthony. That's quite a bit of beep in the middle for this Elsberry bunch. In the corner with it, Hunter Grills. Hill had to wake up there at the last second. He about got hit in the head with it. In the middle it goes. Trevor Anthony with a turnaround shot under the bucket. Can't hit it, but a rebound foul. This is going to go against Elsberry, and it'll be called against Jake Reimel. Van Far down 2 with the ball. Johnson has it on the far wing. Drives down to the right baseline, stops just outside the block, puts it up. It's blocked. That time Hill got the block. Now the ball loose on the floor, and it trickles out of bounds. It will be, whose ball is it here?
Indians ball.
Indians ball, that's right.
Van Far Indians ball. I can't be saying Indians tonight.
You can't get wrong with that call, can you? Wilburn gets it into Miller. That shot's no good, and the rebound out of bounds off of Verdell Johnson, who's checked into the ball game. He slipped in on us just a moment ago. And so it'll be Elsberry basketball. They're leading 5-3. Reimel splits the Van Far defense in the backcourt. Now circles the wagons at the right wing. Out on top it comes. Derek Taylor over to Hill. He can't hit the shot. Rebound Elsberry. Hill has it again. He'll take it back in, dish it off. The shot by Taylor won't go. Boy, you got to hit those.
Yeah.
Man, you got to hit those. Van Far has the rebound. Here's Caden Wilburn out on top to Verdell Johnson. Over on the side it goes to Middleton. Now inside Wilburn. That shot rolls in. Caden got it to go. 5 minutes to go. It's tied at 5. 5-5 the score here early in the first period of play. Winner of this one gets Monroe City in the championship game on Saturday night. The loser will play for third place, and they will take on Winfield. Hill down low. Can't shoot. Reimel wants one from the corner, and a tray is good. Jake Reimel, he's come out hot. 8-5 Elsberry. Verdell knocks this man down to the ground, gets it on a give and go, and scores. Verdell Johnson. 8-7. Van Far putting on pressure. Man-to-man, full court. Breaking it easily is Taylor. Well, it wasn't that easy. He gets the pass up ahead to Grills. And then a bad pass goes out of bounds. Number 20 checks in for Elsberry, Joel Mound. He'll replace Grills. Mound, just a freshman. He's got the ball. Over it goes to Anthony, now to Reimel. Reimel, inside it goes to Hill. He'll take it to the hoop and can't hit the shot. Gets his own rebound. Foul on the floor before that second shot. And the official will tell us who it is. It's on Verdell Johnson. That'll be the first one on him and the team's first. 3:54 to go, opening quarter. 8-7 in favor of Elsberry. Reimel in the corner. Puts it on the floor of the dribble to the wing. Out on top it comes to Taylor. Over to Mound. Anthony on the baseline. Kicks it back in the corner, and here's a three on the way, and these guys are tearing it up from three-point land. Derek Taylor knocks that one down. Johnson back the other way for the Indians, cannot hit the shot, and then we're going to have an over-the-back foul on the rebound. And that's going to go against 0-0, Verdell, no, 34, excuse me. That's Trey Miller with his first foul. 11-7 our score. Here's a long lob to Garrick Hill. Johnson back to defend, draws the foul. That's Berlin Johnson. Yeah, that was a mismatch there on speed, wasn't it, Jason?
Yes, most definitely. You saw Garrick break away at the end, and automatically after the pass just left him wide open for Berlin to have to make catch up with him.
The shot's good by Hill. Hill at 6'6", Anthony at 6'6". That's quite a combo down low for Elsberry. And now we have another substitute, Jack St. Pierre. We'll give Derek Taylor a break. Meantime, back on the line, here's Hill with his second free throw, and it is good. Hung up there and finally fell down through the hole. Elsberry up 13-7. Trayson Cowell into the ball game, number 30 for Van Far. Wilburn has it down right baseline, tries to feed it to Miller. Almost stolen away, but Wilburn gets it back. This is Caden. Now to Verdell. Wilburn to Cowell. Verdell, now Miller wants it from the baseline, and a good shot from about 16 out. Dead baseline. That was good. Van Far hadn't scored for a little bit. And they turn it over. And a foul reaching in is Jake Reimel, as Colin Wilburn was headed for home with that one after the steal. Van Far now will substitute with Riley Hansen. Hansen, a 5'11 junior, replacing Verdell Johnson. Miller out front, gets it off to Caden Wilburn. He'll stop and pop, and the shot's blocked by Hill. Outlet pass up ahead to Mound. Joel Mound will take it in. He's hammered. Missed the shot. We'll go to the free throw line, though, for a couple. These guys have got to get a little tired here. No timeouts or anything so far in this first quarter. But I guess they're conditioned for this, eh?
Yeah. That's what basketball is all about.
That's
staying in condition right there.
Yeah. Mound missed the free throw. So the score remains 13-9, Elsberry. Takes the time, doesn't he? Shoots. That one's no good. Van Far has the rebound. Cowell gets it off to Hansen. Now to Wilburn. Caden in a bit of a problem. Passes off, now gets it back. Goes to Miller out front over the left side with a pass to Hansen. Hansen tried to do some fancy dribbling, lost the ball, picked up by Hill, long pass to Anthony. Trevor back to Hill. And they'll set up the offense. Anthony to Mound on the wing. Joel Mound out on top. That's Bo Henry into the game. He slipped in on his number 50. Now traveling called here against Elsberry. And Van Parr with a chance to cut the deficit with 1:42 to go here in the first quarter. Dylan Miner into the ball game for Van Parr. He's a big guy too at 6'6". So Coach Conaway getting a lot of players in here in this first quarter. Here's Trey Miller, drives left baseline, and he is going to be fouled. Hitting the deck is Trevor Anthony. That's one big body in there, isn't it?
Yeah, they were looking for the charge on this Elsberry side.
Yeah. Shots up and good by Miller. And we're down to a 3-point lead for Elsberry at 13-10. Second one, it's around and out, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Bo Henry. I like that name, Bo Henry. Jack St. Pierre for Elsberry gets it off to Taylor. Derek Taylor threw it in the ankles of Anthony. He managed to hang on to it and passed off to St. Pierre. Now Henry loses it in the lane, out of bounds to Van Parr. Trey Miller going to check out as Verlin Johnson comes back in. Both coaches up off the bench. Having a little fun here tonight. Down low, Verlin can't go. Hanson has it. He'll put it up from 5. Good. Riley Hanson with the bucket. And Van Parr back to within 1. We're under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. St. Pierre up the far sideline, double team, gets to the baseline. He's cut off there. Bounce pass to Bo Henry. Tried to lob it over to somebody out front, and the ball was taken away by Hanson, who then lost the handle out of bounds. Right into the Van Parr bench. Colin Wilburn going to give Caden the break. And Vert L. Johnson coming in for Hanson. Ball will be inbounded here by Mound for Elsberry. He lobs it. Going up and getting it, it's Garrick Hill. Over it goes to Taylor. Taylor works left wing. Moves in, can't shoot. Back outside, Anthony for 3. It's short. Rebound, Johnson. He can't get it ahead far enough. It's stolen away by Hill. Hill drives down left side, puts it up and in. A great big man move there by Hill. And the Elsberry Indians up 3. We're down to 14 seconds to go here in the first. Van Parr, plenty of time to maybe tie this thing up if they can get a 3. Verdell Johnson, he's going to take it inside. Can't hit the shot, but does draw the foul. Stops the clock with 4.4 seconds to go. That foul on Grills, right? Is that number 11?
I believe so. Yeah. We've got a number 10 up here, but
I think it's number 11.
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
Okay. So Johnson's free throw. Oh, he missed it. He'll have one more shot at it. Aiden Lawrence getting ready to check in for Van Parr. That shot's no good, and a rebound out of bounds. It's off of Elsberry. Derek Hill can't believe it. So Van Parr still 3.1 seconds to go in this one, first quarter. Ball will be tossed in by Verlin Johnson. In the corner, he gets it back and shoots. It won't go. So that's the end of our first quarter of play here, and Elsberry is leading Van Parr in a battle of the Indians. It's 15-12. Stay with us. Back with second quarter action in a minute from the Clopton tournament on TribCast.
Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See Viasat.com for details.
We'll get a scoring update shortly as we go along here. Let's see what Van Far can do as they got the ball to start the second quarter, trailing by 3 points. Caden Wilburn out top gets the ball off to Middleton, who's into the game again. Now Johnson has it. Verlin out on top to Wilburn. Back to Middleton. Back out top, Wilburn has it. A lot of perimeter play here for Van Far at the moment. See if we can get inside on these big guys. Here's Wilburn down the lane. Can't hit the shot. Middleton follows it up. It's no good. Pump block from behind. Now Wilburn with another offensive rebound. Middleton, off it goes. Here's the shot up and in by Lawrence.
I believe that was Miller.
Excuse me, Trey Miller. You're right?
Yeah.
So Miller draws Van Farm within one, and we got a foul. Let's go ahead and check the first quarter numbers brought to you by you know who. Hang on a minute. It's Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
All right, for the Van Far Indians, Verdell Johnson came in with 2 points. Caden Wilburn with 3. Verlin Johnson with 2. Trey Miller with 3. And Riley Hansen with 2.
There's a basket put in by Garrick Hill for Elsberry. So Hill with the basket down low.
Over on the Elsberry side for the first quarter points, we had Derek Taylor with 3 points, Jack Reimel with 6. Very great start. Garrick Hill with 4, and Trevor Anthony with 2.
All right, thank you very much, Jason. Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh, no, you're fine.
That update brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated, New Hartford. Verlin Johnson down here scored a basket for Van Far. I don't know if you got that while you're giving the report. Berlin, it's 17 to 16. Elsberry with a lead of only 1.
That's what I've got.
Okay.
And the foul just on Trey Miller.
Yep.
His second for the night.
Inside. Garrick Hill. Boy, he's getting tough now.
Oh, yeah.
He's using that big body of his to bounce some people around and create some opening. 19-16. Elsberry. Caden Wilburn over on the far corner. Out top it comes to Verdell Johnson. Miller trying his darndest to get open, couldn't do it. Johnson to Johnson, and Verdell lays it in. Now a long pass going to be stolen away by Trey Miller. Miller up the near sideline on the run. Reimel on his back. He gets away from it. Here's Wilburn to Verdell Johnson. That shot no good. He's going to shoot 3 free throws. I think Reimel got him beyond the arc.
That's going to be his third foul.
Hey, we want to do a shout-out tonight. Mark Wilburn in Cincinnati, Ohio is tuned in. And, Mark, we know that you're interested in the Wilburn boys here, and we're glad that you're listening in tonight here on TribCast. Mark Wilburn in Cincinnati. He usually listens to WKRP, I think, there in Cincinnati, but not tonight. Johnson misses his first free throw. He's got 2 more to come, though. As Johnson's trying like the devil to get Van Far on top here. Second one, it's good, and we're tied. 19 apiece. St. Pierre into the ballgame for Reimel. He was pretty upset on that foul call. There's the lead for Van Far. 2 out of 3 from Verdell Johnson. 5:40 to go, second quarter. Van Far putting on pressure. Trevor Anthony across the timeline. Over to St. Pierre. He skips it over here to Mound. Now to Hill. Skips it again on the other side to Taylor. Derek Taylor beyond 3 on the wing. Guarded by Johnson. Now Mound down low. Stepped on the out-of-bounds line. He ran out of real estate, St. Pierre did. And so on the turnover, Van Far has it back. Indians, that's the Van Far Indians, up by 1. And the long shot by Miller is no good. And high for the rebound, Gary Hill. Taylor throws it away. A pass was intended for Taylor. And up over the head, too far and too long by Hill. Colin Wilburn inbounds it to Verdell Johnson. By the way, Nancy Case is tuned in tonight also, and this is her favorite team, the Van Far Indians. So I know
Vandalia native there.
Hey, that's right. Her and Travis are probably eating some popcorn and chewing on some chicken wings right now. Maybe sucking down a few suds, you know.
I hear you.
That would be root beer.
Yeah, yes. High school event.
Yeah. Johnson with a long 3, no good, and the rebound to St. Pierre. He's out front between the circles, looking for somewhere to go. Goes to Mound in the corner, back out top, Trevor Anthony. Anthony a couple of bounces, gets it to Derek Taylor. Now a lob into Hill, he's double teamed, and the Indians knock it away, Van Far does. I think Verdell got away with a double dribble there. Shot by Wilburn. Good. Oh, that was downtown, man. That was down there to Curryville. Caden Wilburn with the big trade to put Van Far up 23-19. Time on the floor. We'll take time too. This is TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
That's one of them short timeouts. Sometimes you have a short timeout, sometimes you got a long timeout, and sometimes you don't know what kind of timeout it is. But anyway, Elsberry has the ball now, down by 4 after being ahead for the bigger part of this first half so far. Here's a steal by Van Far. Colin Wilburn scores. Van Far now starting to pull away here. It's 25-19, their biggest lead of the night. Derek Taylor for Elsberry. This is off last second. Bo Henry gets the basket. 25-21, Van Far on the run. Quickly back the other way. Caden Wilburn over on the far side of Verdell Johnson. He'll move in, shot blocked. Away with it is St. Pierre for Elsberry. He's working hard against Johnson in the front court. Against a double team, gets it ahead to Taylor. Derek Taylor now looks inside. There's nothing there. It comes outside to St. Pierre. St. Pierre on the floor of the dribble once. Now in the corner it goes to Mound. His shot from three-point range. I don't know where he was going with that one. Here comes Van Far on the fast break, and Caden Wilburn can't hit the shot but did draw the foul. This will be an Elsberry foul against Jack St. Pierre. And it'll be Caden Wilburn at the free throw line for Van Far. 3:06 to go. Very good first half of play. Enjoyed it here at Clopton, 23rd annual tournament. That shot's no good by Wilburn. He'll get another. Here it is from Caden. That's good. And it's a 5-point lead here at 26-21. Van Far with a couple of substitutions. Dylan Miner and Sam Middleton into the game. Looked like Trey Miller came out. And another Indian that I missed. Oh, and Elsberry throws it away. Hill tried a bounce pass that was very difficult to say the least, and Coach Twellman is kind of disgusted with that effort. That was a ball player in his day, Jason.
Yeah.
Coach down there at Chad Twellman. He was a pretty good little ball player for Silex. Yes, I broadcast his games years and years ago. Man, it was a long time ago.
Shows you're a veteran in the broadcasting game.
A veteran, baby. You bet. That's one word for it.
Professional.
Oh, well, lots of practice, I guess. Colin Wilburn over to Caden. Now Middleton. He'll fire it up from 3. It's no good. Hit the back of the rim, and Bo Henry had the rebound. St. Pierre had it, lost it. Stolen away from behind by Minor. Berlin over to Colin Wilburn. Now the shot by Middleton. He's got it. Sam Middleton. That little guy can shoot, can't he?
Oh, yeah. That's
Man.
a specialty.
Woo. Awesome. 29-21. Indians by 8. Van Far by 8. Trevor Anthony the other way with a runner down the lane. Can't hit. Gets his own rebound. And finally a foul called. A lot of action underneath that time. The foul against
Caden Wilburn.
All right.
Be his second of tonight.
Can the big guy hit a free throw? Anthony, man. Nope. Answer's no. I think he squatted too low on that one, you know. That's okay. You can squat that low if you got a lot of spring, you know. But
oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Really putting some thoughts into the shot.
I tell you what, a lot of brain power.
Hey, but right there.
He got that one to roll in. Whatever works. It's 29-22. 1:48 to go in the second. Van Far on top. Looked like he was going to fire it again, didn't it? Wilburn gets it in. This is Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Back out to Wilburn. This time he'll let it go. Too hard. Rebound tracks outside, picked up by Vernon Johnson. Down low and unable to handle the pass was Dylan Minor. So a turnover for Van Far with 1:28 to go in the first half. Here comes Verdell back in, replacing Sam Middleton. Derek Taylor has it for Elsberry, and he travels. He stopped the dribble and took a step. Pack your bags, that's traveling, you know. Colin Wilburn over to Verdell Johnson. He travels over the right wing, gives it back on top to Caden, now to Colin. Back to Caden, and that pass was anticipated. And Derek Taylor was able to get a hand on it to knock it out. So in the backcourt, Van Far will inbound with Caden Wilburn. In the corner to Verlin Johnson. Now to Verdell. Long shot, Caden Wilburn. No good from three-point land, and high for the rebound, Garrick Hill for Elsberry. Outlet pass to Taylor. Down the far side, decides to hang up on it at the wing. Now gets it to Hill. Hill, whoa, where's he going with that pass? Just a bit outside, you know. It's one of the alley-oops that didn't look very pretty. So Van Far on the turnover. Wilburn over on the far side. Inside it goes, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Johnson got hit down low. And it's against Garrick Hill. So Verlin will be at the line, trying to add to this Van Far lead. 32.6 on the clock. Shot's good. 30-22. You have any idea how many points on average they're shooting this year, Van Far?
I couldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were very high or not. Grill's shot's no good. And high for the rebound. The Indians come away with it again. And a timeout. Coach Conaway wants to talk it over with 21.6 on the clock here in the second period. Vanpar up by 8 on TribCast.
Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
In a world at the mercy of every rise and fall of the thermometer, your local Bryant professional will stand and defend you, your family, your home, and your bank account from fluctuating temperatures and rising energy bills.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
We're back underway. Vanpar trying to add to this lead before time expires. 8 seconds. Middleton for the three. Left it a little short. Rebound tipped around and out of bounds. Vanpar will have another crack at it with 2.7 seconds. What do you think here, Jason? They're going to line up a three or go under the bucket?
Go to the bucket.
Okay.
A lot of times in the past when it came to these kind of plays, with the short time, they've always gone to the bucket just like that.
And Dillon couldn't hit the shot. It was a set play, and he missed it, but it was well conceived. It just didn't get executed. Well, that's the end of the first half. Vanpar trailed for a lot of the first, about 10, 11 minutes of this game, but came back and played a heck of a second quarter, up by 8 at the break. Stay with us. We've got the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime coming up next.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The 10th season of TribCast Basketball on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you in part by Cole Chiropractic Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Bowling Green Lumber Company, by Lynn's Heritage House, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and by Pike County Title Company. More high school basketball is coming up, celebrating 10 years of champions. This is TribCast. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
At the half, Vanpar up by 8. Jason Orr with us here at the broadcast booth this evening. April Pronick, my usual partner, I understand a little bit under the weather. Is that right?
Yep, I received a text later on in the day today saying, hey, we need you to come in tonight. I'm a little under the weather from April, and so I decided, yes, I would do it automatically. You came on in tonight.
Well, that's a good thing because I don't know what we'd have done without you, you know. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
So, Vanpar, tell you what's been the, you don't celebrate a state championship too often. And now Van Far twice in the last 14 years. They got to be feeling good about their basketball up there.
Yeah, Van Far's really feeling good right now. I mean, I'll give it to you, there was a lot of hype coming into this season. I mean, we did take a tough loss for the first game against Monroe City, but if Van Far was to pull away from this game, I feel like it's going to be a tighter game on Saturday if they were to play Monroe in the championship game, learning from their experiences in the past. But, I mean, there is not one player on this Van Far team that doesn't think they can go back to state and win it again.
Cool.
They have got the confidence from last year, and they're going to keep it rolling and see what they can do again.
I don't want to, put any undue pressure on anybody, but that 04 ball club and last year's ball club had 3 losses, early in the season.
Yep.
And how many do they have this year?
I believe we have
3.
3, yeah, only 3.
That's my
the
point.
Early 3.
So, maybe
get them done early.
That's how it's been going. So just keep her going now. Win 28, 29 in a row, and you're state champions again. Excellent, excellent. Well, we'll take a break. Jason has got the scoring all figured up, don't you?
Yep, I've just got it all figured up right now.
We'll have his report then when we come back after this on TribCast.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170.
B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
Happy numbers for the Van Far folks. Let's check our first half stats. Brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Kent Seeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at youngenterprisesinc.com.
All right, we're going to start off with the Van Far Indians right now with the lead. Verdell Johnson starting off in the first half with 6 points. Colin Wilburn only scoring 2 this first half. Caden Wilburn with 6 points. Verlin Johnson scoring 6 points himself. Sam Middleton put up a lot of shots from the three-point line, but only got 1 to go for him.
Yeah.
Trey Miller got himself 5 points, and then Riley Hansen walks away with 2 points to make it 30 for Van Far. And over on the Elsberry side, we're gonna have to go a little lenient on me. I might have a few off just a little bit,
right.
but yeah. Derek Taylor right now with 3 points. Jake Reimel with 6 points. Garrick Hill walking away with 4 points after the first half. Bo Henry walking away with 2 points, and Trevor Anthony with 3 points to make it a score of 30-22 after the first half of basketball.
All right, that's your update from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Remember, see them for Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, for Kent Feeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, plus much more. Visit them online at youngenterprisesinc.com. Well, let's hope April gets better, because tomorrow night, the ladies, we're going to have 3 ball games on TribCast tomorrow, as it's ladies championship night. Starts off, Jason, with the consolation game, of course. That will be Silex and Louisiana. Be here early. It starts at 4:30 in the afternoon. Then we go to third place with Van Far and Elsberry. That could be a very good game.
That'll be a very good game. I think they've ran into each other once. I think Elsberry walked away with the win, but it was one of those. Elsberry went on a great run in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, so I can feel Van Far, the Lady Indians, getting, a spark from that. Not happy with that kind of win, so they're going to be looking to win tomorrow night.
Cool. And then for the championship, a repeat of last year, Monroe City against Clopton. Monroe City is awful tough again this year, but Clopton, I mean, here in front of the home folks, anything could happen. So that'll be a good night of basketball tomorrow in the girls' finals. Here tonight, Monroe City beat Winfield 60-30 in our championship semifinal. The winner of this game will play Monroe City for the championship Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Well, that's been all the info we can squeeze in here. It's been the TribCast State Farm Insurance halftime. We'll be back second half action when we come back here at thepeoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Schuchard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Time for our second half start, brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next home improvement project is at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Elsberry down by 8 has the ball to start. Jack Reimel will toss it in over. That's Jake Reimel. Will toss it in over at the far sideline, and he does so to Derek Taylor, and here we go. Reimel has it out high. Looks over the defense from Van Far. They lob it into Anthony, over to Hill. Hill goes in and scores. Nice little ball fake over Berlin Johnson. And Elsberry Indians draw first blood here in the second half. Now Van Far on the attack with Trey Miller. He'll work it around to the top of the key. Stop, give off to Berlin Johnson, 15-footer. He'll pass off now to Middleton. He shoots it from 16, and it bounces off the back of the rim. Colin Wilburn had a rebound, and it ends up in the hands of Berlin Johnson, who scores. Johnson with 2. Taylor trying to split the defense in the backcourt. We're going to have a foul against Van Far. Coach Conaway didn't like that much. But that's the way it is, and it'll be out of bounds to Reimel. The foul, by the way, on Colin Wilburn. Taylor in the backcourt gets it up to Reimel. Over it goes to Grills. Now Hill out on top to Taylor. He'll set it up with 7 minutes to go in the third. Reimel takes control between the circles. Looks right side to Grills. Finds him out near the sideline. Now back out on top to Reimel. One bounce down low on the baseline to Taylor. He'll spin, double teamed in the corner, throws it away. Picked off by Middleton. He's got a fast break layup. Here it is. And he missed it. And we're going to have a foul as Middleton hit the deck pretty darn hard, and it's going to go against Grills. So Middleton will have a chance with nobody guarding him here. Man, it got quiet, didn't it? It got really quiet in there. If I'd have lost my marbles then, why, everyone would have known. Luckily, my marbles are stashed away, Jason.
There it is.
Middleton hits that one. Well, you hit the free throw, and they're going to take you out of the game. How about that? So Middleton hits the bench as Verdell Johnson checks in for him. Hill trying to break the press, does so, over to Grills. He takes it down to the right baseline, stops, out front it comes. Hill over to Taylor. Beyond 3. Ball fake now moves in. Can't shoot. Gets it off. Hill out front. In the corner, Reimel spots up a tray. Lets her go, and he nails it. Jake Reimel. That kid can shoot.
He's done very well from the arc tonight.
33-27. It's a 6-point lead for Van Far. Trey Miller down on the baseline, moves in, shoots. Can't hit the shot, but he was hammered. And both Miller and Reimel have to get up off the deck. foul, however, is on Anthony. So Trevor Anthony picks up his second personal. Trey Miller at the line. Hits the free throw to make it 30, what is that, 34 to 27 now. Joel Mound into the ball game for Elsberry. He'll give Grills a break. Miller hits them both. Now Reimel and Hill working the backcourt against the pressure of Van Far. Hands it off to Taylor. Taylor, one bounce. Gets it to Reimel. Skip pass over on the other side. Having some trouble is Mound, and a foul is going to be called here against Van Far. That was Verdell, right?
Yep, second foul of the night.
Mound will throw it in from the base or sideline over on the far side. Out front it comes to Hill. Gary Kell to Reimel, left corner. Out on top to Taylor. Back to Reimel. Over it goes to Mound. Now Taylor in the corner. Lobs it down to the baseline to Hill. Tried to feed Reimel under the bucket. It was knocked out by Colin Wilburn. Elsberry ball under their own bucket. Reimel inbounds Hill. He'll go up strong and score. Gary Kill. 35-29. Van Far on top. Here's Verdell off to Colin Wilburn. Over on the far side to Trey Miller. Miller with a nice bounce pass inside. Verdell. Offensive foul is called on Verdell Johnson. Trying to clear out with the forearm backing in, huh? He got whistled. His second. Now Hill in the backcourt for Elsberry. That was a bad pass. It's knocked away and picked up again by Hill. He'll get another crack at it. 10 seconds is the call. They couldn't get across the time stripe. Coach Twellman didn't like that. Right in front of us here, Caden Wilburn gets it into Verdell Johnson. Now Colin over to Verlin. Trey Miller. Down in the corner it goes. Working it quickly, and Caden Wilburn wants a three. It's no good. The ball tipped out. Caden's got it back. Down low, Miller moves in. Can't hit the shot. Draws a foul against the big guy. Gary Hill will be called for the personal. 4:38 to go, third period. That's the second foul on Hill. Trey Miller, shot's good. Middleton, Dillon back in for Van Far. The Johnsons are out, Verdell and Verlin. And Miller with his second shot is good. So it's an 8-point lead for the Indians from Van Far, 37-29. And a steal. Here comes Colin Wilbert. Nope, another foul though on Elsberry. That's going to go against Derek Taylor. This time it'll be Colin Wilburn at the free throw line. Those Van Far cheerleaders do a good job, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I mean, last year they picked up a state championship and competing, so.
Yep, top notch. They sure are. Top
Most
notch.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, Colin missed that first one. Second shot, that's good. 38-29. I think that's the biggest lead of the night so far, isn't it? 9? I think so. Here's Reimel underneath. Shoots, good. Tough shot. He got it to fall. Jake Reimel. Now Middleton off to Caden Wilburn. Skips it over to Miller. Miller moves in on the left baseline. He is fouled again. No. What'd he do? Travel? I guess so.
Call to travel. Van Far fans were not very happy with that call at all.
I thought he was fouled, to be honest. But here comes Elsberry with 4 minutes to go in the third period, down by 7. Reimel trying to go underneath the Hill. It was knocked out of bounds, and it's off of Reimel's hands. And Van Far has it right back. Coach Conaway calling out the play from the bench. Middleton hurt him, and he'll run it as he starts it off down to Wilburn on the baseline, and he drives in and scores. Caden Wilburn with the bucket. Hill back for Elsberry. They bust the press easily. Here's Mound in the middle. Triple teamed, and he gets it to go somehow. I don't know how he got that.
Move.
Wow, that was awesome. Joel Mound. Now Middleton shot blocked by Hill. Uh-oh, here comes Anthony. Watch out. He'll lay it up. Had a little too much defense on him there. He might have wanted to dunk that one, but he did the right thing and laid it in. Down to 3:08 to go. In the third period, Miller having trouble off to Middleton. In the corner it goes, Colin Wilburn. Now Miller has it. He'll drive down, stopped at the left blocks, and a foul is called on Elsberry. I think it's going to go against Hill. And if it is, that'll be what, his third?
Third foul of the night for Hill.
And Elsberry's Indians cannot afford to lose that guy in the middle. Hanson in. For Van Far. Wide open, Miller. Wait a minute.
Call on Verlin Johnson.
Wow.
Be his second of the night.
Here comes Derek Taylor for Elsberry. Man, that was ill-advised. He tried to split a couple of defenders, and the ball out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Elsberry. That's fortunate for them because that could have went either way there. So Reimel will toss it in the corner to Derek Taylor. Lob down for Hill. There are about 3 Indians down there, and it goes off a Hill out of bounds. I think Garrick Hill would have had to jump a little higher for that one, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't get off the ground very much. That big guy's probably wearing down a bit. Inside Verlin Johnson, he's knocked from behind out of bounds. It goes off of Elsberry. Kind of saw his head jerk back after being hit in the back on that one. This Bo Henry coming back in. Bo Henry for Hill. Hill needs a breather. The Elsberry fan gives him a hand.
Coach Trollman's probably going to save him up for the fourth quarter. He's already picked up 3 fouls.
Correct.
Don't want to get him in too much foul trouble before the fourth in a tight game like this.
Here's the shot up and in.
What a shot.
Three-pointer. That was Caden, right?
Yes.
Caden Wilburn. 43-35. Now Taylor. Ill-advised pass, and it's stolen away. Here's Caden Wilburn laying it up and in. Caden taking it over now here late in the third quarter. We're going to have a timeout. On the floor as the Indians are up by 10. That's the Van Far Indians up by 10. Back in a moment, 2:02 to go, third quarter. Clopton tournament coverage continues on TribCast.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Mound missed the shot for Elsberry. Van Parr quickly back on the attack. They tried to thread it down the near sideline. Caden Wilbur caught it and was fouled.
By Trevor Anthony. That'll be his personal third for the night.
All right. They're getting the big guys in a bit of trouble for Elsberry.
Seems like that's what they did the first time when they played them in the regular season. They got Garrick Hill and Trevor Anthony both fouled out, and it just seemed easy for the Indians. Van Far Indians, I should say, after that.
You're right. Here's Caden. Skips it over to, who is that?
Hanson, it looked like.
And he missed it, and it trickles out of bounds. They say it's going to stay with Van Far. And I tell you what, these people next to us are getting a little rowdy, aren't they?
Yep, not happy with that call. I saw Bo Henry tip it, but.
Yeah. I think they got it right. Van Far up by 10. The ball knocked away, but picked up by Miller. He'll move in and score. Trey Miller. Indians' biggest lead of the night. Van Far at 12 now. Here's a steal. Caden Wilburn bounces into Taylor.
And a block called on Taylor.
Yeah. And
Coach Stroman not happy with that call at all.
He's been unhappy most of the night. That'll be a 1-1 here for Caden Wilburn.
Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get the camera over so you can see these free throws.
We want Mark Wilburn to see it in Cincinnati.
And he just saw it.
Yeah, Caden knocked down the free throw. 48-35. It looks like it might be, and we're not going to get too excited here yet, but a Monroe City Van Far championship. That would be nice. Shot's no good by Wilburn that time, and a rebound to Elsberry. 55 seconds to go in the third. Here's Trevor Anthony. Off to Reimel. Reimel to Taylor. Taylor beyond three on the left baseline. To Reimel, inside Hill. Spins, shoots, and scores. That was a nice big man move there by Garrick Hill. Well,
and a technical called on Coach Twellman.
He said something he shouldn't have, didn't he? Look at the Elsberry bench. Okay, so now you got to decide who do you want to shoot the technical.
And it looks like it's going to be Caden Wilburn to do it.
I think that's who I would pick. So here we go. The free throw by Wilburn, no good. They're going to send in number 21, Dylan Miner, and he'll replace Berlin Johnson. Here's another free throw from Wilburn. That one's good. That'll up at 49-37, and of course Van Far now gets the basketball out of bounds. Trey Miller will throw it in with 35 seconds on the third period clock. Riley Hanson, the end of front court to Wilburn. Caden to Miner. Down low. Good fake, good shot.
Good move.
Trey Miller with the bucket for Van Far. Boy, that was pretty. Now a steal. Colin Wilburn has it. He's going to go in against Hill and draw
Call
a
block
foul.
on Hill.
Number 4.
That's his fourth.
Yeah.
Very big in the foul trouble now.
Still 15 seconds here in the third. Colin Wilburn now at the free throw line. Jack St. Pierre will have to get up for Elsberry and come into the game. Colin looks, shoots, missed it. Now Pierre in, St. Pierre. for Hill. Collin with another free throw coming. Takes his time. Gets it where he wants it. Throws it up there, and it's good. 52-37. It's a 15-point lead with 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Inbound to Reimel. And the ball stolen away. Look at that.
Caden Wilburn with 2 more.
Mercy. 8 seconds. Taylor in trouble. Up to Reimel. 2 seconds. He'll put it up, and it won't go. And Van Far, happy as heck. At the end of 3, they're up by 17, 54-37. Stay with us. More coming up here from the Clopton tournament in a minute on TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
Jason's got a look at those third quarter numbers, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
The only scores I have for right now are for Van Far. I didn't get the Elsberry one, but probably by a commercial I'll get the other ones in.
All right.
For Van Far, I have Colin Wilburn scoring 2 in the third quarter, and Caden Wilbur going off, scoring 11 in the third. Berlin Johnson scoring 2. Sam Middleton with just 1 off the free throw. Trey Miller's dropping 8 points, and that will be the Indians from Van Far from the third quarter.
54 points for them, 37 for Elsberry. Van Far has the ball. We're into the fourth quarter here, just a few seconds in. Miller down low has the shot block. Actually, that was Colell has the shot block. And it's going to stay with Van Far as it went off Elsberry. Who wants to throw it in for Van Far? It's going to be Hanson. Riley gets it into Caden
Wilburn for 3.
Missed it. He picks it up again in the corner. Back outside he goes. Hanson to Miller. Now Wilburn. Travels. Trying to do a little too much over there. That's okay, though. We don't mind, do we? He's had a nice night.
Yep.
Well, Hill, 4 fouls and all back in, Jason.
He's going to have to play smart for these next 7 minutes and 30 seconds here.
Yeah, I bet he fouls out before long, though. I'm just saying. We'll see. Reimel can't hit the shot. Hill with the rebound. He puts it up. It's blocked out of bounds.
Swatted by Dylan Miner.
Woo, did he knock that thing out?
Oh, yeah. Hill was looking for the foul there.
Yeah, he was. Reimel inbounds. Ball tipped but picked up by Anthony. Anthony will shoot a 3, and that's an air ball
Way
out of
off.
bounds. Man. Oh, it's saved in, but then he's out of bounds. You know, I'm kind of surprised they haven't got Anthony more action inside. You know, that's a big fella in there. And really, he's been non-existent in this game.
Really, like, the only high action we've seen out of Trevor Anthony tonight was that big dunk he had from the first points of the game.
Yeah, there's a shot by him. It won't go. Now he's hurt. I think he twisted an ankle or a knee or something. He's down and out in the backcourt, and they're going to stop play now and tend to Trevor Anthony. He's slow to get up. Ryan Pitzer with the medical group out there. Big guy goes to the end of the bench. He's going to be okay, I think. One thing about it, that Ryan Pitzer, man, he can heal you quick.
Uh-huh.
Seriously. So I don't even have to take a timeout. That's how quick he got up and off the floor. And there's a quick foul on Grills.
He is third for the night. I have it as his third. Yes, and it is.
2 shots coming for Mr. Wilburn. That's Caden Wilburn.
Wilburn with that terrific third quarter. Let's see if he can roll it over into the fourth.
It's up. It's good.
There it is.
Yeah, no problem. 55-37. That second shot is good as well. He knocks them both in, and it is 56-37, and there's a kick. They'll throw it in again here as that stops play. Hill will throw it in front of the Van Far bench. Gets it to Grills. And a steal by Wilburn. That guy is so quick. Caden moves in and scores 2 more. Now Reimel. He'll go coast to coast. Missed the layup. And Dillon tipped the rebound to Miller. Trey on the run. Up across the line to Caden. Down in the corner it goes to Cowell. Back to Caden. Baseline right. Out front it comes Dillon. Miller. Now Riley. Hanson. Down inside it goes, and the shot by Dillon won't go, but there is Cowell. His shot off the glass too hard. And then we have a foul on the rebound. And they're going to get Cowell with the foul, right?
I believe so, yes, correct.
Oh, Trayson called for the personal.
Be his first, and he's going to come out as well as Dylan Miner for the Van Far Indians.
The Johnsons are back in there, Verlin and Verdell. Here's Reimel for Elsberry. Off to Anthony. There's the big guy. 58-39. Miller to Collin. To Caden.
Charge called on Trey Miller. That'll be his third personal for the night. Who do you get that off of? Trevor Anthony?
Yeah, I think so. I was
going to say, that's who I thought it was.
Yeah, I think so. Elsberry has 5:44. Can they mount a comeback here? They're down by 19. Anthony out high. Off to Taylor. Now Reimel for 3. That's good.
He's just been automatic from over there.
Beautiful shot by Reimel. You get a few of those, things might get interesting. If they can shut Van Far down a little bit. Here's Berlin Johnson. That shot's no good, and he gets his own rebound. The second won't go. Third time up, it's no good.
There's Colin Wilburn with it.
It took 4 attempts, but they finally got it to go. And Colin finally stuck it in. We're down to 5 minutes to go in regulation. Van Far the big lead. Head fake by Anthony off to Reimel for another 3. That one won't go. And here comes Caden Wilburn after the rebound. Long pass up ahead in the front court. Miller, double team, gets it back to Colin. Over it goes to Caden, lines up the tray. And
there it is.
Woohoo! Caden Wilburn is
what a night he has had.
He's going crazy. Now what? We have Taylor pulling up. Looks like he got a cramp in that left leg, that left calf. So he checks out, Mound into the ballgame for Elsberry. Get him some water, man. Dehydrated. Where's the water boy?
Looks like we just got jug coolers tonight. No official team managers for either side, it looks like.
Uh-oh.
A nice Gatorade water cooler for each to be assigned the special job.
Needs some of that high-quality H2O.
Oh, yeah. Shot blocked by Verlin Johnson there.
Reimel will toss it in to Hill. Hill works in against Berlin. Shot blocked. Verdell's got it for Van Far. Pushes it up with a long pass over to Miller. He'll score. Shoots it up over Bo Henry. 65-42. The lead just keeps growing and growing and growing. And a foul going to be called here on Verdell Johnson.
That's going to be his fourth. That might be the night for Verdell right there.
It'll be Jack St. Pierre at the free throw line for Elsberry. Well, Anthony's out and Reimel's out. A couple of your big shooters ordinarily. The free throw was missed. And here comes Caden Wilburn in the corner to Miller. Back to Caden. Inside, Verlin Johnson. He's got a little opening and scores.
There it is.
Put it right up over the top of the rim. Beautiful shot. Verlin Johnson. 67-42. The lead up to 25. We may have a running clock here before long. 5 more points for Van Far would do the trick. Of course, you got to hold Elsberry down. There's 2 for Hill. So Garrick Hill's not quite done yet. Trey Miller dishes off. Berlin goes in again. Can't hit that shot. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Berlin with another couple. 3 minutes to go in the game. And a timeout called by Chad Twellman of Elsberry. We'll take a break too. Van Far up big here from the Clopton tournament on TribCast.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
We're down to the final 3 minutes in this contest. The winner gets Monroe City. Tournament title Saturday. There's a block by Verlin Johnson on mound. Back the other way with it is Miller. He'll fire it up off balance. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Up. St. Pierre saves it to Verdell Johnson.
Oh,
His
good
shot
move.
No good. And Colin gets the rebound.
There
and
it is.
Score. Colin Wilbert. 71-44 now. Van Far with a huge lead in this championship semifinal. Mound has it on the left wing. Almost traveled as he almost pulled that foot up off the floor. Got it out to Grills. Time running down here. Elsberry. No big sense of urgency, are they?
Nope.
I guess not. There's a steal. And look at that pass to Verdell. He'll lay it up. No good. Rebound, no good. Colin, no good.
Caden Wilburn's going to take it out.
Yeah, Caden says, here, we'll just start things over again.
Relax and run some clock.
Yep, that's the thing to do. Colin Wilburn over on the far side. He's going to dribble to the top, and the ball stolen away by Mound, but right to Colin again, and it's knocked away from him. Keep away, keep away. Caden with 1:28. Verdell in the corner to Miller. And Coach Conaway wants to talk it over. With 1:23 to go in the contest. 71-44. Van Far up on Elsberry. Back in a minute. This is TribCast.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See viasat.com for details.
Van Far looking sharp here in this semifinal of the Clopton tournament. up big over Elsberry, 71-44, and it'll be Trayson Colwell to toss the ball in, and he does so to Minor. Number 40, Morgan Slatton into the ball game. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And here's Dylan.
Oh.
Minor. He scores and is fouled.
And the basket's good.
Hey. Dylan Minor. Long, tall drink of water, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's a big, tall guy. 6'6" in the book. Free throw is good. High arcing shot, and it drains it. Nice play. 30-point lead, so we'll have a running clock the rest of the way unless Elsberry scores here. Number 1, Cody Thornhill into the ball game for Elsberry. Gets it over to Grills. That's an air ball, and Minor has it for Van Far. Over to Hanson. Pardon me, that's Riley Colwell, isn't it? Number 25.
Correct.
Yeah, Riley Colwell. Now Minor. Out on top to Trayson. Being hounded. Gets the pass off to Lawrence. Now Minor again. 28 seconds to go. Van Far looking to run it out here. Lawrence gets it over to Colwell. Riley now back to Lawrence with 12 seconds to go. So, what do you think, Jason? We're going to have a Van Far and Monroe City championship ball game on.
That'll do it right there.
Saturday night.
Make it official.
74-44 as time runs out. A huge win for Van Far tonight over Elsberry. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll have the Bowling Green Ready Mix Kearns Construction post-game coming up next. All right, well, I don't know what's going on here, but we are going to have our post-game show now as Van Far Indians defeat Elsberry 74-44. And our player of the game, our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game, well, I don't think there's much doubt about it, is there?
No, there really shouldn't be. Caden Wilburn's going to be our TribCast player of the game tonight. He had a really good start for the first half, scoring 9 points. 6 points in the first half, but then he just went off in that second half, scoring 11 points just in the third quarter and keeping it rolling on, scoring. Let me count here. 7 more to make it a 18-point night just in the second half. 24 points total for the night.
And it almost seems like it could be more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Like 50. I mean, he was everywhere and had himself a great ball game. I guess Coach Conaway's coming up too, right?
Yep, we're going to have Coach Pat Conaway and Caden Wilburn. They said they'd be right up here in a second.
So the championship side's been set. Monroe City Van Far for the title on Saturday, and then Winfield will battle Elsberry for third place. I don't know if we mentioned or not, Clopton beat Silex in one of the consolation semifinals earlier tonight, 70-44, and we don't have an update on that Louisiana Wright City game.
I just had an update today from Mark just a second ago. They were from what I see here, they just go on into the fourth quarter. Louisiana was up 36-20 over the Wright City Wildcats.
Yeah, well, that'd be great then. That would set up a Clopton, Louisiana consolation game on Saturday afternoon. Well, do you think we could try another break or not?
We can run for it.
Let's try it. If we can get one, that would be great. If not, why, we'll get the coach up here in a minute.
All right.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
All right, it's time for our TribCast postgame show, and the player of the game. I think this guy probably has been player of the game before, right?
Yeah, just a couple times.
A couple times. Caden Wildren, man, what a game you had. It started out great and ended up even better.
Yeah, I
think your buddy there lost track of the scoring, you know. What do you think now? You got Monroe City again coming up.
Oh, they're definitely a good team. They gave us a 30-point loss our first game at home this season. It's pretty much an eye-opener for us.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to get beat at all, but I'm glad that they beat us and that they just, opened our eyes and were like, guys, we got to play defense. We got to learn offense. And we just got to learn how to become a better team that we knew. We knew we weren't fully ready going into the game, but it was just good for everyone to get, this is where we are and where we need to be.
7-3 now on the season. We had made the comment the championship teams in 2004 and last year suffered 3 early losses and then went on to you-know-what.
Yeah.
So here we are, 3 losses, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of getting that winning streak, keeping it going.
I hope so.
I hope so, too, man. I hope so, too. Still thinking about that last year's win, or have you put that behind you now, pretty much?
We still talk about it, but we don't want to be so caught up in, this is last year's team. We graduated over 3,000 points last year that we have to make up for.
Yeah. Well,
Lathan was at 25. Josh was about 15. Braden was 8, and then Colton was about 6. That's some points.
Yeah. I know you want to say hi. Is there somebody you know named Mark Wilburn?
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Yeah, he is in Cincinnati, Ohio, right? And I understand he's watching tonight, so I wanted to make sure that you got to say hi to Uncle Mark, right?
Hello, Uncle Mark.
Yeah, there you go. Get him on the camera. Yeah,
hi.
There you go. Well, that's great. So, Fanfare now 7-3, and Monroe City, a tough battle for you coming up on Monday. This team that we're watching here this season, how is it different? How is it the same from last year, perhaps? Can you give us some similarities? Or it looks like a lot of fun to play on.
Well, for starters, last year's team, we didn't go farther than probably 8 deep most games. This group, we got Trevor Lowers hurt. He's out for the season with a concussion because he's had a few. But before he got out, we ran 3 groups of 5.
I'll be darned.
And we would run 3 groups of 5, and if the first 5 wasn't producing, the next 5 came.
Gotcha.
And then if they weren't doing it, the next 5 came. Then it came back to the first 5. And so that's keeping everybody fresh. And then we're just fresh. And then we got kids that can score. We can keep filing in kids that can score and keep filing them in. And then we can bring the starters in. And then when we get to a team that doesn't have very deep bench, the starters are out there. And their starters, it's like the third quarter. Both starters are out there. Our starters are fresher than their starters. And we can just beat them up and down the floor.
So you just wear them out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Wear them out. Okay. And that was last year.
That's this year.
That's
and
this
last
year.
year's team,
okay.
We just ran most of the same guys, but some of those guys are gone.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you for your time. Congratulations on a big win. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Caden Wilburn, ladies and gentlemen, our TribCast player of the game here, sponsored by Community State Bank, Bowling Green, and Troy. Pat Conaway, our buddy from Van Far. Listen, I never had a chance to personally congratulate you last year on the state championship, man. So congratulations. Let's start with that.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And now you've got the same record this year as you had this time last year. with only 3 losses.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, we're just a little different team.
I know
than
you're
what we were
different.
last year,
I know you're,
but,
but you know I'm an optimist, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm always optimistic.
You know, and I'm one of those. I mean, you want to win every game, but you know, if we can play 32 games again this year, that means we're going to play for the state title. So you know,
That's right.
If we got
man.
more than 3 losses, I can live with that. But
Oh,
no,
man.
it was a special year last year, special group of kids, and Brett and I are blessed to have the majority of the kids back. So you know, it's easy to do our job when you've got good kids, good families. So you know, we've been very blessed.
I tell you, this Elsberry group was a big. I was kind of surprised Trevor Anthony didn't get involved more than he did, but perhaps that's because the Van Far defense was so good. Was that the plan?
You know, our game plan was to make it a track meet. You know, they got big kids.
Yeah.
You know, they got college bodies. They don't have high school bodies. And, you know, that was the success we had at home. We were able to dictate the tempo, and we beat them by 14. And our bench is deeper. And, you know, they've lost some kids. So, you know, we wanted to play it fast. You know, told the kids before the game, if this scores in the 40s and 50s, you know, we're going to get beat. But if we score 70, we're going to win the ball game. And that's the success we had. You know, everything that happened in the first half, I think, dictated the second half. I think we wore them down. They got tired, started making some bad passes. We read some things, and we stayed aggressive. You know, the only complaint I got tonight is, you know, I didn't think we played very smart the first 9 minutes of the game. A lot of bad passes, some turnovers that, you know, just weren't doing things right. And then, you know, our free throws. We got to knock free throws down better. We got better towards the end of the game, but halftime we were 6 for 13, and got too good of kids, too good of shooters to shoot under 50%, and that's really been our Achilles heel all night or all year. You know, we get to the line a lot, but we're only shooting about 60% as a team, and we got to do better.
Yeah. Well, you get Monroe City again. You played them earlier, right?
Oh yeah, they put it to us. First game of the year, ended up beating us by 30 at our place. You know, we'll be better. You know, I'm not saying they won't beat us by 30 again, because they are pretty good. You know, they're not ranked in the top 5 and 3A for nothing.
Yeah,
but we'll be a better team now than what we were in November, and that's kind of what Coach and I talked about from the get-go. We were a little frustrated early. You know, we weren't playing the best, winning, lost a couple games. You know, we shouldn't have. But we didn't have a lot of kids with a whole lot of varsity experience. You know, we had a lot of kids on the ride, but we got a lot of juniors. You know, Hanson, Verdell, Sam. You know, really Colin. That, you know, didn't have a lot of varsity minutes last year, even Dylan.
Right.
But, you know, now, after Christmas, you know, we're a lot better team, and we're going to keep getting better. And the goal is to peak and be where we want to be in February. And we know that Elsberry team is going to be in our way at districts, and it's at their place. So, you know, we need good performances to put a little doubt in their heads. So, but we could very well easily see them in Bowling Green in a couple weeks. And, you know, Chad does a good job with his kids. They're a good group of kids, and, you know, we were just fortunate tonight to be a little better.
Well, it's always fun for me to watch the Indians, whether they win, lose, or draw, and so these last couple of years have been pretty darn exciting. I didn't get a chance to do a lot of Van Far ball last year, but you know, I'm looking forward maybe to getting in on the action here this year.
That sounds good to us. So, we like having you. We love what you guys do, because, you know, a lot of family and friends of mine, and, you know, relatives and kids on the team and stuff get to be able to tune in and see us play when they can't be here. So it's a great thing, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us.
Okay, Pat. Well, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you again on Saturday in that championship game.
Perfect, Chuck. I
love
appreciate it. And as always, a great day to be an Indian.
You bet.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much. Pat Conaway, folks, our winning coach tonight. Van Far, a big win here tonight over the Elsberry Indians. The final again was 71-40. All right, Jason Orr, let me get your final thoughts here on the action tonight so far.
This was another great performance by the Van Far Indians. I mean, Elsberry's got a great team, as Pat Conaway said. They've got a lot of college-built boys. They've got a lot of big boys to play down the paint. We didn't see much out of Trevor Anthony tonight, but that's all right. But it's really hard for when your players like Garrick Hill and Trevor Anthony get deep into the foul trouble, because they're mostly your leading scorers for the Elsberry team. But then again, we did see, I believe it was Jake Reimel. Jake Reimel just from the corner, just every three he went for was very well. So it'll be interesting to see how the Elsberry Indians play in this third-place game. I believe that they're going to play with the best they can do.
Well, listen, it's been great. Do we have any kind of scoring official type thing we can do or no? I know you were asked to jump in here, and it's a big job doing everything.
I've got a few of the final scorings for Van Far. I can probably run through in my head just a little bit on some of the Elsberry players. I got Kane Wilburn down for the 26 points. Colin Wilburn going down for 6 points on the night. Verlin Johnson totaling up with 12. Sam Middleton, I have him down for 4 points, maybe just off a little bit on all these. I might not have gotten them all written down. Trey Miller, another great performance by him. I have him down for at the least of 12. Add another 2 there, 14 points. And then on the Elsberry side, all right, I got.
You don't have
I didn't
to.
I didn't get to add all these up, but here's some of them I have. I got Garrett Hill, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 points on the night, and Trevor Anthony, he got to about 9 points, and then let's get Jake
Reimel.
Yeah, Jake Reimel in there. He had 12 points in the first half, and then he went off for another 8 points in the second half to make it 20. So it was a great performance by both of the teams. You know, it's just hard for the Elsberry Indians when you get deep into that foul trouble when it's your best players deep in there. So it comes to really show tonight.
All right, well, Jason, listen, I enjoyed working with you tonight.
I enjoyed working with you, Chuck.
Hopefully we may get to do it again tomorrow, depending on how well the other folks are.
Who knows? Hope April gets the feeling better. That's all we can say.
I do too. April, I missed you, and but it was good working with Jason here. I'm glad I got the opportunity. So we'll see you again soon, buddy.
Yep. Thank you again for having me.
All right. That's our final here again tomorrow night. Now, don't forget, ladies' finals, Silex, Louisiana in the consolation game at 4:30. Van Far, Elsberry at 6 for third. And then Monroe City and Clopton will play for the girls' championship tomorrow, 7:30. Make plans to be out here for that. That'll wrap it up from the Clopton tournament this evening. For Jason Orr and Mark Furnick next door is Chuck Branstetter saying good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.